Hands up if you have lost your study motivation at some point in the semester. Yeah, I'm putting 2 hands up. It's normal for your motivation to wax and wane over the course of the semester, and it is normal for you to feel more motivated sometimes than others. That's human. That's the tricky part about motivation and studying, and it's just an unfortunate reality about progress. You're going to get frustrated sometimes. You're going to have a whole bunch of motivation for some projects that you love doing, and you are going to hate other things. How do you get your motivation back, though, when you've lost it? One of the things I like to do is I like to actually look back at why I started. And I started because I love it. I love learning. I love going to school, and I know that sounds so nerdy, but it's why I started absolutely studying, and I continue to put out all of these resources, all of these videos, and work with students every single day because I love it. I love the process of learning, and I love pursuing education. That's not to say that I'm motivated all of the time, because I'm not. There are days that I wake up and I need to find motivations. I might do my 3 small things. I might sit back and look at my goals, look at where I started and where I'm heading to. There's a lot of little motivation tricks that I will do to really kind of get me back into it. Also, sometimes working with one of my students or my clients will really put a smile on my face because I love being helpful and I love working with them. That's not what this video is about, though. This video is about how you can get your motivation back. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that today and give you a few suggestions. But first, I'm Terrell, and this is Absolutely Studying. I bootstrapped my way through university while juggling a full-time job and a family. It was tough, and now I want to pay it forward. I want to supply you with all of the resources and support you need to flourish in your academic career. Today, I'm talking about getting that motivation back. So if you are watching this and you have a motivation secret about how you get your groove back, please leave it in the comments and share with everyone else. I'd love to hear from you. So when I feel unmotivated, when I just want to lay around and do nothing, but I have to get up and do things, I can't just take the day off because things are expected of me, I like to start by really getting back to the reason I'm doing any of this in the first place. I love it. I love studying. I love learning new things. I just was blessed with one of those thirsts for knowledge. So it doesn't even necessarily matter what I'm learning about. I just want to learn new things. I love learning what I didn't know. And I love it especially when I find something that I didn't know that I didn't know. I get a giddy joy out of that. And so that's really brings it back for me. It kind of brings it back to the basics that I enjoy learning new things. And it might sound geeky, it might sound nerdy, but it's true. And I'm okay with that. That's not to say that I'm never unmotivated, because I am. That's not to say that I'm never too depressed or too lazy to work, because I am. But I try and increase my motivation on the days that I really feel great and engaged and I feel uplifted and powerful. And I try and get as much done on those days so that on days when I am feeling that motivation slump, I can just kind of do what I feel I'm prepared to do and give myself the grace to not push myself overboard. So what do those days look like? One of the things I do is I like to set goals. I do have a goal setting live stream every Friday, so you can set your goals with me if you want to, but I set goals. I set yearly goals, I set monthly goals, and then I set weekly goals. This lets me to really hone in and focus on the progress I'm making so that I'm not working and staying busy on things that are not actually showing me results. That's one of the things that allows me to not sit there and study for 5 hours and then not take anything away from it. Even my study time is intentional. I'll sit down and I will do specific tasks for specific concepts to make sure that I am learning that concept in different ways. I'm using that knowledge in different ways. I'm creating a lot of mental association so that when I walk away from that 30 minutes or that hour-long study session or that 2 or 4 hour-long study session, that I have used it to the best of my ability and that I have studied a lot of information in different ways and I have a solid foundation so that I can remember it later on. I don't want to dig too deep into that here because this is about motivation. It's not necessarily about how to study. I'll put a link down in the description below for some resources on my website about study skills. I have a digital course. I have a ton of free articles and you can check those out if you need different study activities, but today we're just going to focus on the motivation aspect. I also like to set rewards for myself for a lot of little things, especially if I don't like to do them. And they don't have to be big rewards. I like to indulge myself in a new planner or new planner paraphernalia with monthly or yearly goals. I will go in and I will really give myself permission to buy the planner or the planner accessories that I want when I've really done a good job, especially if I finish the goal in less time than anticipated. I like to reward myself with a snack or with a special coffee on Fridays if I get all of my goals done early. I like to have the reset of my goal on Sunday so that on Friday, if I'm done everything early, if I've already achieved my goals 2 days early, I can have that like decadent pastry in the morning with a caramel macchiato and really, really enjoy that time. I like to give myself the permission to sit around and spend my 5-minute break between focus intervals during a Pomodoro session on TikTok if my entire desk and office area is clean and I don't need to jump up and do a quick organization session in between. These are the things that I reward myself with. They're not necessarily big, extravagant items or events, but it's something for me to look forward to, and it is an extra little push or motivation inducer to get them done early or get them done right. The next thing is that I do take a lot of breaks, even if my breaks are just short. So one of my focus routines is to use the Pomodoro method. This is the same in school and in business. If I am writing a blog post or if I am writing video scripts or anything like that, if I'm outlining another book, I will focus intently for 25 minutes and then I will take a 5-minute break. I repeat for 4 focus intervals and then after that I get a 20-minute break. So that's a lot of breaks. That's basically a 5-minute break every 30 minutes. And it really helps me to focus better as I'm working and get more out of what I'm doing. I can get more done because I'm not multitasking. I can focus deeper because I'm not worried about interruptions, because I can take 25 minutes to return a phone call. That's fine. These frequent breaks give me the chance to get up and clean my desk or organize my desk or throw in a load of laundry or hop in the shower and still stay productive. It gives me a chance to get away from my workspace and really get some blood flowing, which only makes you more productive when you return. The Pomodoro technique is super useful. I'll put a link up above to another video on it. Finally, I know at the top of the video and at the top of this list, I kept going on and on and on about how much I love what I do. And I extended that love to the classes. So when I studied, I tried to pack my study routine with activities that I actually enjoyed. So I enjoy reading and I did like to have reading sessions, but reading sessions are only so effective. You need to have more activities. You can't just read your textbook and write out notes and think that you're going to remember everything. So I also really love drawing and doodling. I would make a ton of diagrams. I loved flashcards because they were so versatile. I actually have an entire list of 10 different ways you can use flashcards. I'm going to link that below as well. So flashcards are super versatile. So I would pack my study schedule with those as well and have a bunch of 25-minute flashcard sessions throughout the week because it was fun. It's an easy, simple, low prep activity to do throughout the semester that allows you to study everything you've done in that class so far. You can just keep adding flashcards to the deck until you've got everything. And if you are really good at some of them, you can pull them out, put them back in, shuffle them, and they're just so versatile. So I would pack my study routine with activities that I genuinely enjoy. And I would toss out things that I didn't. If there is a study activity that I didn't like, I didn't do it. I found other activities that I enjoyed and that could really expand my appreciation and my ability to use a concept. And that's what I focused on. So if I hated doing long answer questions, I didn't do long answer questions. I would instead sit down and explain the information, use it in a whole bunch of different ways. But that way, when I do sit down at test time and I have to write a long answer out, I have a whole bunch of information that I can fall back on to use to answer that question, even if I didn't sit down and do a whole bunch of long answer questions during study time. Different people are going to enjoy different things, and figuring out what works for you, what you enjoy, and what is the best use of your time is going to be invaluable in staying motivated. Also, I am a routine girl, and I love my routine. A routine really helps you achieve balance between work and play and self-care and taking care of yourself and being able to fit everything in. If you have these routines in place, you can really find some balance and some solace in that. And that might be the thing to help you keep up motivation. Just because you know you have to spend the next 2 or 3 hours studying doesn't mean that you don't have an indulgent, decadent evening skincare routine lined up afterwards that you get to just relax, unwind, and enjoy. Having that kind of balance and that kind of routine can really, really help you to stay motivated. Even if you're not motivated 100% of the time, it can help you to get through the tough working parts so that you can get to the good parts. I do have an entire article about how to get motivated to do work when you don't feel like doing anything. And I think I actually also have an article about how to study when you don't even want to get out of bed. I'm going to link those both down in the description so that you can check those out if you just need a little bit more support or some more suggestions on how to actually get up and go. In the meantime, I do want you to try and enjoy this experience. It is so fun, and I learned so many things in university that were not even part of my discipline. I learned so much about myself. And I'm not going to say that this is so fun because you get to go out, party. No, this is so fun because you get to learn so much about yourself. So please head down into the comments and let me know what motivation getting technique works best for you while you're down there. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video every week, and they are always about study tips, organizational hacks, or homework help to help you with the study struggle. You can visit my website, www.absolutelystudying.com, for a ton of free articles and useful resources. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing adventure.